Getting a personality is like getting into Area 51 if the security guard was Helen Keller. It's really easy. Think about how easy it was when you were a kid. Your entire personality would be like Harry Potter, knowing frog facts and being good at Connect 4. And that was just how it was. An adult comes up to you and starts a conversation, and within 40 seconds, they know you as the Harry Potter Connect 4 frog kid. But now for some reason, you can't help but feel boring, because after the 82nd time in a row of not being able to name a single one of your interests and hobbies when asked, it might start to feel like you just don't have any. But in fact, getting a personality is way simpler than advice on the internet makes it seem. Most people say, be yourself. But that's just extrovert propaganda, since extroverts can be interesting just by existing and using social wizard tactics that an introvert may know about but can never execute. So unless you're willing to switch sides, your next option is to go to Google, where you'll be directed to ads for personality tests, books to read, and advice to join a pottery class. So here's the real answer. Personality can literally just be boiled down to the first few standout things people think of when they think of you. That kid who pushed you over on the playground in kindergarten? Mean. Sore loser. Always talks about WWE. That guy in cargo pants with exotic snakes who came to your school assembly to tell you snake facts? Cool. Dresses like Steve Irwin. Snake guy. Elon Musk. Rich. Eccentric. That's it. Adele. British. Good at singing, and probably really friendly. You'll notice that the more clear, memorable traits you can associate with someone, the more personality they'll seem to have. Now, what does that mean for you? It means that no matter how many cool trips you go on to other countries, or how many books you read, or how many pottery classes you take, none of these things by themselves will give you a personality. At least, not in the way you care about. What you care about is seeming interesting to people, having stuff to talk about, and having people remember things about you. And there's one easy way to do this. It's called the spike method. This is actually a trick used in college admissions to help regular students get into Ivy Leagues without needing to donate a building. So let's say you like cleaning. Yeah, cleaning. It's just an example. Trust me for a second. You think cleaning is relaxing. You think it's interesting. Now, imagine you spend a decent amount of time every day cleaning, learning about cleaning methods, reading up on the latest cleaning lore, watching cleaning videos, maybe even save up to get a pressure washer and the dirt on people's driveways for money. Literally in less than a month, you'll have put more experience into cleaning than 99% of people will ever have in their lifetime, which means the next time you meet someone, you will be known to them as the cleaning expert. That might not sound exciting, but watch this. So what do you do for fun? Oh, I'm really into cleaning. I've learned so many cool things the average person doesn't know. Oh, like what? You want to know the truth about robot vacuums? I've been feeling kind of bored lately. Not much to do. I can bring my pressure washer to your house and we could shoot the gunk off your driveway. Wow, that sounds pretty cool actually. What are you doing this weekend? I don't know, I'm probably gonna fold my clothes using the world's fastest folding method. That exists? Yeah, wanna learn it? Now, I know what you might be thinking. That's not an interesting hobby. No one's gonna care. So just replace cleaning with whatever you find interesting and run with that. Don't worry about being boring, because whatever you become the expert in, you don't have to talk about that thing all the time. That thing just gets your foot in the door. So instead of just having to introduce yourself the same boring way as everyone else, you can get people to actually stop and listen to you. And then you could have normal conversations about how the subscribe button looks really enticing sometimes. So again, step 1, find something that interests you, no matter how weird it is. Step 2, gain experience in it until you know slightly more about it than most people do. Step 3, when introducing yourself to people, talk about this thing. Step 4, there's no step 4. It's that easy. Fun fact, college admissions officers are literally paid to identify applicants who have cool personalities. When they discover that you're better than 99% of people at something obscure, like cleaning, they call it, well, a spike, because it sticks out. Which is why the college essays with the highest success rate are always about some super niche thing like competitive knitting or the medical applications of Tetris. Now, important disclaimer, you can truly pick anything you want as your spike, but you gotta talk to people about it in a way they can understand. Let's say you spent a month becoming an expert in Minecraft. That's valid. But no one will care if you go straight into talking about how you beat the game without touching the ground. It's impressive, but the majority of people don't know how Minecraft works, and that there was ever a way to beat the game in the first place. I know, right? Like, it's 2024. How do you not know? Instead, explain what Minecraft is, how you got into it, how you beat it, and then explain how you did it without touching the ground. Despite what you might think, people will actually be patient to listen to any topic as long as they can understand it. The second you start using big words and niche terms to sound smart, that's actually when people stop listening. Which is why when Bill Nye explains volcanoes to you, it's interesting. But when someone with a PhD in volcano science explains them, you start wondering halfway through if they're even a real person. So yeah, hopefully that was easy to understand. I'll be taking donations in the form of subscribes to fund the next video,